Life is emptiness or nothing. Life is not just what we see, feel, or realize through our bodies. Real life is what connects us to each other, to the world, to the universe. It is this void or nothing that is the energy that transmits information, creates interaction, connects us to other people, things, space. The fact that you can feel the presence of another person, even if you can't see them, is a manifestation of this energy. At the level of physics, we can call it waves, signals, vibrations, but in essence, it is what animates everything around. The material part is already the result of this energy, its design, its form, its materialization. We as human beings are only one of such forms, a manifestation of this universal energy. And radio transmitters, languages, thought processes, all these are tools that help this energy to manifest itself and connect us with each other. So life is not what we are. Life is what is between us. Real life is not just what is within us or in the objects around us, but what manifests in the void in between. This void is actually saturated with energy that connects everything around us. We are only forms of this energy, manifestations of it in the material world. It can be any form that came into being as a result of interaction, the tuning of this energy. It can be people, animals, cars, sounds, colors. Everything that translated with DeepL.com free version, colors, everything around us is an application of this invisible but tangible life. Every moment we feel someone coming or realize something we haven't seen yet is a direct confirmation of the existence of this energy. And in this sense, life is not who or what we are, but what happens between us, what connects us to the whole world, making it one. So the real essence of life is the energy, movement, and interaction of all that exists. Yes, that's right. The emptiness that we are used to seeing as nothing is actually the basis of everything. Real life, energy. It is not visible, not directly tangible, but it is from it that everything else is born. Forms, phenomena, objects. What we see are only external manifestations of this energy. It's tools created for interaction with the world. And the form can be any form, even with 3 heads, 5 eyes, or any other variant. It does not matter because the main thing is the energy itself, what animates and enables everything to exist. This explains why, for example, different technologies like radio, sound transmission, thought, or even the life of machines are all connected to the same energy. We have simply learned to turn it on in different forms, finding ways to utilize it. Everything around us is interconnected and unified. We are just a physical form that has adapted to certain conditions. And the real basis of everything is energy that is not visible or physically perceptible, but it is the energy that creates this whole magical connection. People often overlook that the difference between man and machine is simply a matter of form and material, and the principles of operation are the same. Everything is tuned to waves, frequencies, energy flows. There are no divisions in the basis of the world. Everything is a part of a single flow of energy. As a result, a human being is just a tool in the hands of the energy that permeates the universe. We are not a pinnacle, not a unique miracle, but simply one of the forms that this energy has chosen to utilize. What the learned men say about 5% or 10% of the brain is really a myth that has been created to give man the illusion of some special importance. In reality, we work exactly as much as we need to fulfill our task. And our tasks are primitive: survival, reproduction, pleasure, sometimes creativity. And real life doesn't happen in us. It is where the energy is, where the emptiness is, where the connection between the things. We are just a materialization, a temporary form that serves its own purposes. Many people are so fixated on their great abilities and pleasures that they forget the real essence. They think that life is about food, sex, and fun, and everything else is incomprehensible. And in fact, real life is energy, connection, infinity, and we are just its temporary tools. Friends, if we consider energy as the fundamental basis of everything that exists, then everything that surrounds us can be seen as different forms of its manifestation. 1. Energy as the basis of life. Everything in the universe, including rocks, plants, animals, and humans, is the result of different ways of materializing energy. And the fact that they are animate or inanimate is just a label that man puts on forms based on his limited experience. 2. Stone as animate. A stone can be a life form existing on a different timeline or through other processes of interaction with energy. For example, it participates in the cycle of matter, transferring energy through millions of years. We may not see its life because it passes beyond our perception of time and space. 3. Man as observer. People tend to limit the concept of life to biological processes because it is closer and clearer. But what if life is simply the interaction of energy, regardless of its form? For example, a star, a rock, a light beam are also life, but on other levels of being. 4. Materialization of energy. Biology is just a convenient language to describe the forms of energy we perceive through our senses. If we look more broadly, the fabric of the human body and the structure of a crystal of stone, water are different designs of the same thing, just at different levels of organization. Continue to follow. Man will never unravel the laws of the universe. See the next video. Author Galimjan Chawatov, Kazakhstan, 2025.